with the last question just a little bit, and I kind of like the fact that they play off each other somewhat. How would you improve and ensure the safety of this community, given that we have budget problems? I added the last part.
You know, I think most police officers will tell you on the force today that it has to do with the fact that we are down 22 police officers. We're going to get more boots onto the street, first of all, and then it's a question of deployment. The model that our police department is using today is a very good model. They look at statistics early on, find out where there's a raise in the statistics, and then they put forces in that area to make sure that they combat those problems. That's the model that most police departments are using today, and that's what we continue to do, and I'll continue to encourage. Watch the statistics very close, and when you see a problem, face it immediately, solve the problem, and move on to the next one.
Thank you. Public safety is a major issue for us, obviously. The number of police, I look at running for office and coming into a city where the amount of sworn officers has gone below 2 sworn officers per 1,000 for a ratio. How did that happen? That happened because the present city council let that happen. We need to beef that back up to at least 2 sworn officers per 1,000. I think that's a reasonable benchmark. I think it's something we should shoot for. Also, when I look at budget, we have to do this without any increase in the general fund. Crime actually is up in our city. There's a spin put on crime numbers, and I wanted to make sure I had these numbers with me today because I thought this question would probably come up as far as how important public safety is. We have forcible rapes from 120 up to 125 from 2008 to 2009, and we have aggravated assaults from 1,507 to 1,515. That's a rise.
Would you like to buy some more time, sir? Okay.
Well, in my opening remarks, you heard me state that we needed to immediately take a look, and that was take a look at the process it takes to start an academy. We can no longer wait for that. Fire is in danger, police is in danger. And considering the first homicide of the year was less than 35 yards away from my front doorstep, I don't care what anybody is saying, that affects you. And it affects the community. So when you're looking at this, you have to take another look at what will generate revenues. More academies. We have a post-certified police academy. That is a marketing tool that we could use to raise funds to actually bring in more police. And the other thing that I find interesting is we've lost 22 officers, or they're on the way out, but we also cut 39. So that makes it very, very difficult to bring the levels back up than beyond where Ernie Kell was.
Improving safety is a definite must for the city, but again, everything that we're faced with ultimately comes back to the budget deficit. So until we can tackle the challenge of the budget, even the benchmark of 2 officers per car, that's very reasonable, but in light of where the city stands financially, is it really something that we can do at this current time? I think one of the things we also have to encourage is personal responsibility. With the getting out, talking to the individual constituents, we have to have a relationship between the community and also the police. The police force does a wonderful job as it is right now. Our fire force is one of the best in the state, but the residents have to feel or have some level of safety or confidence in the services that are provided. Community policing would help, but also making them feel safe enough where they can call when crimes are in process.